So we know that both climate on and dog mode will run the AC or run the heat in the wintertime to keep people or pets inside the car comfortable. And there's a warning up there that says that when your battery reaches 20%, that to conserve the battery, dog mode or climate mode will be turned off. So what does that mean if our furry friend is in the car and it's a 80-degree day, which is about 80 out here today, and your battery reaches 20% and you're not around? Just exactly what happens, what messages come to the phone, how fast does the car heat up. I'm going to do a little test with my friend here. I've got my furry friend here. I've got, with the help of Dawn, a digital thermometer that we can watch the heat, the temperature rise and fall. I do have a couple of sunshades up top, and I've got my vlogging camera down here. I was going to watch the doggy as we go. So let me start my time lapse after I turn the camera back on. Okay, and the car is currently at 63 miles. At 59 miles, we'll fall under 20%. So it's got to come down a couple of miles here. So I'm going to go into the climate, and I'm going to turn dog mode on. And it will try to keep the car at whatever the last setting was, which is 66 degrees. And I'm going to get out of the car and let it do its thing. I set the G7X Mark II to do a 1-hour time lapse. It will take a photo every 4 seconds. I have a fresh bowl of ice cubes brought straight out of the freezer, and we'll see what happens with those. I'll be able to tell you a start and a stop time. I'll probably put up some numbers at the end. The car is set to 65 according to the dog mode screen, and is currently at 74. So just to say that it shows on the screen what you have it set to, it doesn't actually show the current temperature in the car. I don't know how long it's going to take out here in the sun with the air conditioner on to burn up 4 miles worth of energy. Hopefully I'm close enough and that won't take more than an hour. So dog mode cut off before I even expected it to. I thought 20% battery for Ruby, had 59 miles left, and when the app got down to 61 miles, it cut the climate off. And when it did that, the screen is now dark, so there's no indicator that the car was ever in dog mode or that the car has now heated up hotter than would be comfortable for the dog. I can see, I know the glare is hard, but the ice cubes are melting. The car has been off now, I think, for somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. And according to the car, it's up to 95 degrees in there. So I'm going to leave it for about another 15 more minutes and see just how hot we can get it. Well, it reached 100 degrees in there. I sure hope my buddy's okay. I guess since I'm below 20%, you'll see that it's grayed out and that I cannot enable it to begin with. So that is good to know, and I do definitely like the way that that is set up. Bear in mind that it's only 77 out here right now and the sun is starting to set for the day. And you know, the car gained 30 degrees really fast, but imagine if it was Arizona on a 105-degree summer day, how fast the temperatures would climb inside the car. Not good. So I did get a message that the climate had been turned off. I got one message, and that was it. I really think when the car is in dog mode, and assuming somebody's not running a test like me or just playing around with it, because I know a lot of us have been just checking it out the last couple of weeks, it would be really great if the car reached the low range. If it would send a message a minute or a message every 5 minutes or something, you know, one notification, I don't think it's enough to remind somebody that, yo, hey, you know, you got your animal in there, somebody important in the car, and it's not going to run the climate anymore. I mean, yeah, it issued that one message, but if I've got a loved one, my pet, my buddy in the car, I want to be pestered to death until I walk back to the car to, you know, bring them to safety. So my recommendation would be just a little refinement. Thanks, bird. I love dog mode. I think it's a great idea. I think a lot of people are going to use it, but you just got to be careful with it. And maybe Tesla could make it a little bit more obvious when there might be some danger because of the range of the battery and it shutting off. I think there are a couple things Tesla can do to reduce the risk of an animal being left in the car after climate is cut off due to range. One of the things I think they could do is give the driver the ability, either on the screen or from the phone app, to lower the range where climate is cut off. So instead of 20%, change it to 15%. I know if I got a message that climate cut off at 20%, I would immediately start to walk back to my car. But what if it was going to take me 15 minutes to get there? Well, I'd be willing to take that risk with the battery, that I wouldn't drain, you know, more than 5 or 10% of what was left in the time it would take me to walk that distance. So give me the chance to change the percentage and then turn climate back on. A second thing I think Tesla could do is leave the message up on the screen saying that, you know, dog mode is enabled, and show that the temperature is actually increasing now, or change the tint of that screen, which I think is like a grayish blue to a red, so that there is some visual there that the climate is no longer being controlled as well as the owner thought that it was. And number 3 is that I know some owners would really probably like to use that camera on the Model 3 that's available from the rearview mirror to see inside the cabin, so that they could monitor what their pet was doing while they were gone. Again, I think dog mode's a great idea, but let's refine it just a bit more to help keep our pets safe this summer.